You've just finished recording in OBS. The file is sitting right there, ready to go. Here's the checklist I use to turn a raw file into a professional YouTube upload. I will very quickly show you two things in Premiere Pro, but the YouTube Studio steps ahead are the same no matter what editor you use, or if you just upload straight from OBS, so stick with me. The first thing I do is import that file into Adobe Premiere Pro. Now you can use whatever editor you prefer. I just find that I'm the most comfortable working in Adobe Premiere Pro. We aren't going to cover editing the full MP4. I want to point out a few things that I do inside of Premiere Pro. I make sure I cut any filler at the very beginning of the video. The video needs to start the moment someone clicks your thumbnail. So we'll do that really quickly by just clicking on the three dots. We'll right click on that and we'll delete that. Now, you're also going to want to go through and clean up all the other pauses and silences in your video. Again, I'm not going to show you that as we're just doing this with a sample video. Aside from all the other editing that needs to happen, I make it a point to export the caption file as an SRT file to upload into YouTube Studio later. If you don't have an editor that exports SRT files, it's not a problem. YouTube's auto captions are a solid fallback. Just make sure you go back and clean up any mistakes. Let me show you how to set up that. We just simply click on the Create Captions button. Everything is going to be left at the defaults and we'll say Create Captions. Right away, we've got all of our captions created. Now I'm going to export those as an SRT file. By clicking the three dots, hit Export to SRT. And I'll just save that somewhere. One quick note on file type. Most current OBS setups hand you an MP4 automatically. If that's what you've got, you're already set. But if you see an MKV instead, don't worry, that's just a backup format from OBS. Inside OBS, there's a free option called Remux. It just changes that file's container so YouTube can read it, no quality lost, and it usually only takes about a minute. Now we're going to bring this video into YouTube Studio by clicking the Create button. We'll click Upload Videos, browse to our video. And while that's running in the background, we've got to decide one thing. Are we going to publish this video the second it's ready, or are we holding it for posting schedule later? Consistency matters more to the algorithm than any single upload. So if you're not ready today, keep going and we'll get to scheduling that at the end. While YouTube handles the heavy lifting of processing your video, you need to handle the heavy lifting of getting people to actually find it. And that starts with your metadata. Now, here we are looking at the uploading screen. My screen may look a little bit different from yours because I use VidIQ when I upload videos. I use that to help me generate title scores and descriptions and really ultimately as a double check to make sure I don't miss anything when I'm uploading a video. Now, full disclosure, I'm not sponsored by VidIQ, but I am an affiliate. If you're interested in trying out VidIQ, I've got a link down below in the description. The first thing we're going to have to do is the title. Your title does two jobs. It tells YouTube what to match you against in search, and it tells a human being whether they might want to click or not. At a minimum, go for one or the other. Keyword search or browse or suggested video. If you can combine both, that's even better. Browse needs to invoke emotion to drive the click. Think of things like curiosity or fear of missing out, using a phrase like the best. Optimize for neither, and you'll either rank for nothing or you'll get clicked on by the wrong audience and they'll leave your video right away. The next important section is the description area. Only the first two lines of your description show before someone hits show more. You want to front load your video with the actual value here, not a generic summary. If you want someone to visit a link, consider placing it in the first two lines. Affiliate traffic can go here or lead magnets. Otherwise, just make sure you've got keywords in that sentence and confirm the click so that the viewer will know what they're actually going to see in the video. If your description does not match what's in the video, you're going to be accused of clickbait, and once again, people will run away from your videos. There's more to put into your description field than just the description, but we'll circle back to that in just a minute. The thumbnail is the biggest lever you've got on a brand new video, since YouTube has zero watch time data yet to work with. Try not to use the auto-generated frame. If you're not sure how to build a thumbnail, there are tons of tutorials out there. Personally, I do most of my thumbnail work in Adobe Photoshop or Canva. Remember to keep your thumbnail simple. Try not to put more than 3 words on there, and try to make sure you pair it with the title. The title and thumbnail should tell the mini story to invite the click. Now, both of these are precious real estate, so I don't recommend repeating any words between the thumbnail and the title. Playlists autoplay into the next video, which extends someone's sessions, and longer sessions get rewarded with more reach. One video in a playlist does nothing, so skip that. 2 or more related videos, it's worth the 10 seconds to add them in. YouTube values time on platform. If you can keep viewers engaged, YouTube will ultimately reward you. In the audience section, the Made for Kids section has real consequences. If you mark a video made for kids, you'll lose comments, personalized ads, and some end screen features. For almost every video you create, that's not what you want, but confirm it's accurate for the content before you set it. Paid promotion is just what you would expect. If you're receiving compensation or value from making this video and uploading it onto YouTube, then you need to make sure you check the box that says my video contains paid promotion, like a product placement, sponsorship, or endorsement. Now, an affiliate link is a little bit different because you're not actually being paid unless somebody buys the product, but you need to add an affiliate disclaimer inside your description box to meet FTC requirements if you're in the United States. The next section is a little bit controversial, and that's the AI use section. And what they're asking here is, was AI used to generate or edit most of your content in any of the ways that they have listed below? If you just used AI to help you with your title, or description, or a thumbnail, then no, you don't want to select the field that says AI was used. So make sure you click no. But if most of your content is being generated by AI, then YouTube does want you to click that as yes, and it will mark the video with AI generated content. Under Show More during the upload, there's the Invite a Collaborator option. That lets you tag other channels on the video, up to 5. And once they accept, the video shows up in their subscriber feed too, not just yours. You keep full ownership either way. Revenue and analytics stay with the uploading channel unless you specifically grant a collaborator view access. It's a great way to start growing your reach in the beginning. Just make sure you've reached out to the collaborators ahead of time to let them know it's coming. Allow automatic places is a default on setting that lets YouTube scan your video for real-world locations you mention and surface a map or place a card to viewers at that moment. So it's worth checking rather than assuming it's off if you'd rather it not tag anything. There's also an automatic concepts toggle in here. It's for educational content detection. It's not something you typically need for most videos. It's a fairly new feature. I wouldn't worry about it right now. Tags aren't much of a ranking signal anymore, so you want to keep it simple. Cover any misspellings or alternate phrasings of your title. That's the whole job. I never skip it though. My mindset is YouTube has put a box there. It's there for a reason, so put something in it. As you can see with VidIQ, it generates tags automatically, and I can just click on those and paste them in there. You don't really need to worry too much about the language and caption certification, although I would set the default to English United States if that's where you're located, or your own specific country. The recording date and the video location are not important, but you can fill them out if you'd like to. Again, my feeling is every box is there for a reason, so I go ahead and fill those out, but don't feel like you have to. YouTube gives you 2 license options under advanced settings: the standard YouTube license, which keeps all rights reserved and prevents others from reusing your footage, or you can select Creative Commons Attribution, which lets other creators legally reuse and remix your video as long as they credit you. I pretty much leave this on standard YouTube license all the time. Along with Shorts remixing, you can allow audio and video remixing, allow audio only remixing, or don't allow remixing. I typically just leave this to don't allow remixing. I'm a bit protective of my content. Category matters more. It tells YouTube which shelf to consider you for in suggested and browse. If you're doing a typical tutorial content, I would consider how-to and style, or education and how-to. If you're working with animals, for example, you might want to choose pets. I know this feels like a lot of boxes to check, but this next one is the one that actually keeps people watching your videos longer. Add timestamps in your description, but there are 3 rules or YouTube won't show them at all. You need at least 3 timestamps. The first one has to start at exactly 000, and each chapter has to run for at least 10 seconds. If you miss any of those, nothing shows up. There won't be any error, it just silently won't work. Remember that SRT file we made earlier? Now is the time to upload that to your video. We'll click on Add Subtitles, click on Upload File, and choose With Timing. We'll go to our desktop and we'll select the SRT file, click Open, and there you go. It has automatically placed everything in the appropriate spot on your video, so you're good to go. Now, YouTube auto-generates captions once the processing finishes, so you can check the subtitles tab and skim them, but auto captions aren't always accurate, and wrong captions on screen can really hurt your credibility fast. I prefer to edit my captions in my editor, then export them so I know they'll be accurate. Your viewers will thank you. I've actually had viewers leave comments saying thank you for having accurate captions and subtitles on your videos. You'll always want to add an end screen to your video. End screens exist to catch someone right as they're about to leave and give them a reason to stay on your channel. Point it at your most related video, not your newest. Relevance converts far better than recency. Cards can pop up anywhere in the video. Use one the moment you reference another video mid-explanation. That's when curiosity is the highest, not 2 minutes later after that video discussion is over. You can choose to add a video, a playlist, a channel, or even an external link once you've reached certain levels on YouTube. YouTube now gives you the option to add a quiz in the middle of your video, so it's something you might want to experiment. Quizzes make great pattern breaks. If you're doing a long talking head video, you might want to consider placing a quiz at some point in that video just to recapture people's attention and make sure they stay focused. It can also be used to help emphasize or re-emphasize an important point that you just talked about in your video. Let's move on to visibility. Private, it's just you. Unlisted means anyone with the link can watch, but it's invisible to search and your channel. It's great for sharing a draft. Public, that's public. Schedule locks in a specific date and time. That's the move if you're building a consistent posting rhythm instead of publishing whenever you finish editing. Two things that catch people off guard. YouTube lets you publish before processing finishes, but early viewers might see a lower quality version until it catches up. Give a longer video a few minutes before sharing that link. And if 4K or 1080p isn't available right after upload, that's normal. Higher resolutions process in afterwards. I typically won't publish a video until the highest resolution has finished processing. Now, you just took a raw OBS recording all the way to a fully configured YouTube upload. That's basically the entire workflow start to finish. If that's the kind of thing you want more of, then hit subscribe. That's exactly what this channel is. And if you're still stuck on a specific setting, well, tell me which one in the comments. I answer every one of them. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.